Hello, some unsettled weather to come over the next few days. For many, that will just be typical autumn fare. A blustery and damp end to the weekend. But for some locations, particularly in the north and the west of the British Isles, there is the risk of localised impacts from strong winds and from heavy rainfall. The Met Office have issued yellow warnings to highlight those areas most at risk. But Saturday itself starts off dry with plenty of bright weather continuing into the afternoon in the east. Further west, the cloud thickens and we'll start to see the showers turn to persistent rain as the first system moves in at the end of the afternoon. Back to Friday, these are the weather systems developing in the Atlantic. The main area of low pressure moving out of Newfoundland at this stage. Also, we have these ex-tropical systems. Now, these are hurricanes, soon to be ex-hurricanes, and they'll transform into no more than typical areas of low pressure. But what they could do is introduce some tropical moisture and energy into our own weather systems over the next few days. But the main player, as we go through the weekend, will be this area of low pressure. It's going to throw weather fronts our way during Saturday evening and overnight. That's when the rain sets in across western Britain, and by midnight, much of that rain spreads eastwards. The rain initially on and off, fairly showery, some heavy bursts, but the really persistent and heavy rainfall indicated by these brighter echoes as we head through Sunday. The rain mainly concentrated in northern and western parts of Britain, and especially over the hills. Now, weather warnings are in force on Sunday for wind and rain. In this general area, there's the risk of wind gusts in exposed locations of 60 miles per hour, rainfall of 25 millimetres fairly widely, perhaps double that over the hills, and perhaps as much as 80 millimetres for the mountains of Scotland and Cumbria. Now, those amounts of rainfall could locally result in impacts such as flooding to homes and businesses and tricky conditions on the roads. This is the main area at risk from those impacts. The worst of the rain, though, by Sunday evening moves out of the way, followed behind by heavy showers and increasingly strong winds for northern Britain. And for Monday, the focus is on winds. A wind warning in force during Monday for northern parts of Britain. Now, within this general area, we can expect wind gusts of 50 to 60 miles per hour and as much as 70 miles per hour for particularly exposed locations. But those wind gusts will be highly variable across the whole of the north of Britain. Now, those kinds of wind gusts could result in impacts such as disruption to transport, ferries, bridges, risk to high-sided vehicles, and also brief interruptions in terms of power supplies. A lot going on during the next few days. You can keep up to date with all the information from our weather warnings and forecasts on our website, our app, and through our social media channels.